Hi there, Maria Tecce here. Women in business. This is a subject that comes up quite a lot. And when it comes to executive presence skills, it is that much more important for us as women to master those skills so we don't feel like we're on the back foot when we walk into a boardroom full of men, because this happens quite a lot. Now, this isn't a good thing or a bad thing. It just is. It's a fact. It happens in the corporate world. Business and the corporate sector tend to have more men than women in it. So until that balance is redressed, we need to figure out how we can feel more confident, more credible, and more clear in our communication when we walk into those situations that we may feel slightly overwhelmed in. Because let's face it, there are loads of studies that have been done that women tend to speak up less than men in a lot of situations. In schools, in education, it's even apparent. Women are 2.5 times less likely to raise their hands and to answer questions or contribute to a conversation than men are. Now, again, this isn't going to change overnight, so what we need to figure out is what we can do to help ourselves feel a little bit more confident and capable in those communication situations. What happens in that situation is that a lot of these thoughts go through our minds and they manifest themselves physically, i.e., not raising your hand, not jumping in to contribute to the conversation. Sometimes women can feel that we're not clever enough, we're not smart enough, or that we feel nervous, or we feel that our answer may be misunderstood, or that we really don't know as much about the subject as we think we do, or that some of these men feel. So it's important for us to help to ground ourselves, to breathe, and to sit back in the knowledge that we do have enough knowledge and that we are smart enough to contribute to these conversations. So what can we do to help ourselves feel more confident in those situations? Well, first off, breathe before you speak. Now, I'm always going on about breath, but it really gives you a lot of bang for your buck. When you breathe before you speak, not only do you give your voice strength and confidence, but you also give yourself a moment to get a bit of oxygen and fuel to that thought as well. It also, when we breathe before we speak, we're more likely to speak. Go first. If there's a lot of you that are going to contribute that day, or maybe you're giving presentations, it could be meeting around the boardroom table or giving updates, go first. Elect to go first if you can. Then you get it out of the way. You don't have to sit there letting the nerves mount more and more. You go, you get it out of the way, and then you can relax for the rest of the meeting. And lastly, don't aim to be perfect. Perfection is really overrated. And besides, people don't respond to perfection. What they respond to is someone who is present in the moment and being authentically themselves. Now, I know we throw around this word authenticity all the time, and I wonder sometimes if people really know what that means. But for me, what being authentic means is being most yourself more of the time. Because people respond to people. You are a human being in a room full of human beings. And the more open you can be with your body, with your voice, with your energy, the more likely people are to respond to you in a positive way. So that's just a little bit about women in business today, just some observations and some tips. And remember, it's about being yourself. It's about walking side by side, not trying to walk in front or behind another person. So ground yourself, be the best in yourself that you can be, and that is enough. So that's it for me today. My name's Maria Tecce. Leave comments below. We're always a work in progress, so you're never finished. So again, it's just keeping going, practicing these skills and getting better and better in your own way, with yourself, not compared to anyone else.